There. Bitch slap, bitch slap, bitch slap. Back up, back up. Every time.
Shops Arcade with the views.
You suck. You are. You are.
Yo.
That wasn't a Pepsi commercial. That was just me getting a drink.
Yo.
Let's go. Let's.
Quickly, go.
What the fuck is this? Bitch. Give me the fucking fuse. Yo, this game is awesome. It gets you immersed in it. I like it. Give it to me. Huh?
Pussy ass boy. Pussy ass boy.
Are we really that invisible? Get the fuck out of here.
You guys have fun.
No. What? Oh man. Yeah, you. No! Oh shit! G-Smart! Oh fuck! Yo, this game is dope! What was that?
Flip that shit, bro. Holy shit.
God. Y'all come get my body.
I'll get him away from you. Run.
Yeah, motherfucker! What? I'm riding you, bitch! Car. Right here. Okay. You got this. Run! No! Gee, I know it! Run! Fuck this bitch!
Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Happy Halloween.
That's fucked up. That's it. Yeah, right. I appreciate that. No,
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
He said that's fucked up. Wow.
That's fucked up. Bro. Yo. Rakeem is serious right now. Bitch. What's wrong with you?
Fucking arc raider, bitch.
Nigga, we ain't fucking friendly here. Wanna go? And run me over, motherfucker. Get your license. Both sides are open. You made a promise.
To each other.
Yeah, what's that?
We'd be together forever.
You made a promise to backstab me? That's what the fuck you did.
Rabbits.
Rabbits? She loved rabbits?
Loved rabbits.
Yeah? Oh. Fuck her rabbits. Hey! Turn on the light! Where's the door? Right here. Okay. You got this. Run! No! Gee, I know it! Run! Fuck this bitch! We got no gun! It's gonna come through the walls! Hey! Ah! smash! Who the f? I'm going pro. Okay, let's go.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
Yay, yay! You can't feel bad for Clark. That motherfucker had issues.
Offices, shopping malls, airports, staircases, basements, parking lots. They are places designed to be passed through, not to be lived in. Under normal conditions, they do not unsettle us, because they are filled with people, noise, function, and movement.
Correct.
But when they appear empty, frozen, and silent, something changes. The back rooms are infinite liminal spaces. They have no purpose, no destination. Everything seems built for an activity that no longer takes place. It is therefore a version that inhabits a familiar but unused space. What can be born from that? What is a chair if no one uses it, if no one has seen it? What is the nature of something that is not used? The only word that can describe that is deformity. And that is what one finds in these spaces.
Yes
Who
and
is
no.
Kane Parsons. Kane Parsons, also known as Kane Pixels, is the YouTuber who turned the Backrooms legend into a modern audio-visual narrative. He did not invent the original image or the internet concept.
Correct.
But he was the one who gave it the greatest recognition. In 2022, he began publishing a series of analog horror videos with a found footage aesthetic that studied the phenomenon. The important thing is that he understood something essential about the myth. The Backrooms do not need a visible creature to be frightening.
Facts.
Strange things can appear, but the space itself is the monster. A
Right.
camera walking through empty hallways, the hum of the lights, the repeated rooms, the impossible angles, and the feeling that something might appear behind a wall are enough to build tension. In his videos, Parsons was already working with the idea that the Backrooms could be studied as a physical phenomenon. That is where Async appears.
Correct.
An institution that does not treat the place as an urban legend,
Nope.
but as a scientific discovery.
Exactly.
That shift
For
is important
greed
because it
bullshit.
takes the myth out of purely paranormal territory.
Right.
The Backrooms are not just a weird dimension. They are something that an institution can measure, map, exploit, conceal, and perhaps turn into technology. The film takes all of that and makes it more intimate by using characters from the real world. It begins with Clark, an ordinary man, emotionally deteriorated, who finds a door in the basement of his store. That decision causes the myth to stop being just a visual idea and become a possibility. According to Kane Parsons,
Right. So all you motherfuckers out there going, you can't, once you go in the back rooms, you can't go out the back rooms. Clark never should have been able to go in the back rooms and leave the back rooms. Nigga, that's not how it's supposed to be. The back rooms is a liminal space that's unlimited to like 300 and some odd million things. So it makes it that eerie spot where old boy just said. So the fact that Clark could go in and out completely broke the myth about it happening to only specific things or having a certain agenda. Why? No, that broke the fourth wall to let everybody know that you can no clip anywhere who you are, what it is what it is. And that's fucking perfect.
he is not interested in drowning the viewer in lore. That statement
Exactly.
is key to understanding the film.
Right.
He does not want Backrooms to function as an encyclopedia of levels.
Right.
Rules.
Exactly.
He wants it to function as an experience where the viewer feels they understand enough to be afraid, but not enough to master the mystery.
That's why you got to keep going.
What is the film about? The film follows Clark, a man who runs a furniture store called Captain Clark's Ottoman Empire. One day, he discovers a small opening in the basement of the store. That entrance leads to the back rooms, a labyrinth of yellowish rooms, fluorescent lights, damp carpets.
It's interesting because I've been in the back rooms. And everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah. Listen, you ever had that moment where you walked, you were at a hospital and whatever the reasons you're there, it's irrelevant. You were just going through the hospital and you hit that corner and all of a sudden, boom, the hallway feels weird. There's nobody around. The lights. That's the back rooms. You ever went to a hotel and then you went and got off on the wrong floor? You didn't, you know where your room is. You walk in, the hallway's all quiet. Everything's all crazy. That's the back rooms. You know what I'm saying? Those awkward liminal spaces that's just for the quick moments where you're just like, you feel a little bit unease. That's the back rooms, nigga. You can no clip in the back rooms. You can no clip to the back rooms, and then when you're in the back rooms, you can fucking no clip again. Savage.
Logical hallways and absurdly placed objects. In a typical horror story, Clark would flee, but he does not. He returns, eager to exploit the discovery and prove that what he saw is real. Clark involves his employees Kat and Bobby, and later Mary, his therapist, enters when she tries to find him. From that point on, the film reveals that the back rooms are not empty. There are entities that appear to be deformed human copies. There is a monster that seems to pursue the characters. And there is an institution, Async, that has been studying the phenomenon for some time. Who is Clark, and why is he the protagonist? Clark is a frustrated man because his life has not turned out the way he wanted. He wanted to be an architect in order to create spaces with meaning, but ended up as the owner of a not very successful furniture store. He
Shitty.
dreamed of having a family, but his wife ends up leaving him. He imagined himself becoming a self-made man, but ended up as a drunk who has to live in the same place where he works.
Pretty
He
much.
is the protagonist because he is the character who most needs to lie to himself.
Right.
He is someone who turned his failure into resentment.
Correct.
His public persona is a ridiculous pirate character that makes him feel humiliated every time he sees himself on television. He has a therapist, but instead of looking at all of that honestly, he wants someone to validate his misery.
Right.
Clark needs to construct a narrative where he is the main victim.
You know, the people that go through bullshit and they can't get themselves out of it, they play the victim. When they're not the victim, you just got to figure it out. Not everybody's the victim when things happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, shit happens, man. You got to figure it out. And then if you keep playing that victim, you turn into a Clark.
In order to seek absolution or some meaning for his suffering, he needs someone to tell him that he was not responsible, that his ex-wife destroyed him, that the world unfairly reduced him to a furniture salesman, and that his anger is justified. The backrooms appear in his life at the perfect moment because they offer him exactly that, a way to escape without changing. In the real world, Clark is forced to face consequences. In the backrooms, he can rewrite his identity. Clark does not see this space as a threat, but as a possibility that finally has a psychological effect on him. All his worries rest there. He feels good there. In the real world, he is a failed man. In the backrooms, he can be a discoverer, an explorer, the keeper of a secret. That is why he is the protagonist. Not because he is heroic, but because his weakness connects directly to how the place works. The backrooms, however, seem to copy, distort, and reflect whatever they absorb, and Clark is full of distortable material. Denied guilt, rage, humiliation, failure,
All of
fantasies
it.
of control,
All
and
of
the
it.
need for validation.
Right.
Clark's tragedy is that he finds a place that seems to understand him, but in reality only repeats him. The backrooms do not heal him. According to Kane Parsons, Clark is in a kind of echo chamber. That idea is crucial. The backrooms do not contradict Clark, they amplify him. They return a deformed version of his inner world to him. And because Clark desperately wants to feel validated, he mistakes that amplification for peace. Who is Mary? What is her past? And why is the rock so important to her? Mary is Clark's therapist, but she is not in the story merely to explain the protagonist's mind. Mary is also a survivor. Her past is marked by confinement, her mother's mental illness, and a childhood where home became a prison. That detail is essential because it connects Mary to the backrooms before she physically enters them. Mary already knows the experience of being trapped in a closed place by a logic she does not control. Her childhood was her first labyrinth. The rock, or more precisely the fragment of cement, is important because it contains an imprint of that past, a mark from a childhood that Mary cannot erase. The house can be demolished, time can pass,
Right.
Mary can become a therapist and
But the
build an
memories,
adult life.
but the memories
The
won't
imprint
fade.
remains.
Right.
That cement is trauma turned into object.
Correct.
Here lies the most important contrast between Mary and Clark. Clark also has wounds, but he turns them into resentment. Mary has wounds, but she looks at them with more awareness. And although she cannot move past some things, she seems to have no friends or relationships, she tries to move forward in other ways. When Mary uses that fragment of cement to defend herself against Pirate Clark, the film shows how she can use her memory to fight against a greater evil. Clark enters the backrooms and lets the place transform his pain into a monster. Mary enters and uses a remnant of her pain as a tool to stay alive. The rock symbolizes a relationship with the past. For Clark, the past is an excuse. For Mary, the past is a wound, but also proof, memory, and resistance. What is Async? Async is the institution that studies the backrooms. In the film, it appears as an organization with scientists, protective equipment, cameras, protocols, interrogation rooms, and the capacity to capture entities. But Async should not be interpreted as an omnipotent organization. It does not seem to control the phenomenon. Async represents the film's second type of horror. The first is the horror of space, getting lost in an impossible labyrinth. The second is institutional horror, being found by an organization that decides your experience no longer belongs to you. Phil, the investigator who interrogates her, is not presented as a cartoonish villain.
Nope.
That makes him more unsettling.
Right.
He seems reasonable. He seems tired. He even seems aware that he does not understand everything.
And
he is part of a structure that can detain Mary.
And he's pretty much, it seems like he's forced of doing his job. He's not even though he was at home, because they did a quick show and he was sitting at the crib. I'm assuming that was his kids, that was his wife. Watch it. So he has to go to work. But the beauty about knowing this dude's this kid's work is that if you watch the original thing for ASIC as a company is dirty as fuck. They already tried to clean up a situation. What's his name? Peter, not Marvin. Marvin was whatever. This is again the original story. Async is savage. That's what I like about this. Not only is the back rooms itself scary, fucked up, and has its own like entity or situation or its own thing itself. Async is another level, because again, these are people that aren't military and whatnot. These are just scientists of greed that are just they don't even know what they're dealing with. They don't even know what they're going up against.
Conceal information and experiment with the unknown. When Mary escapes from Pirate Clark, the viewer expects relief, but there is no relief. She is captured by Async.
Async.
She goes from being the victim of a monster to being an object of study. The danger changes shape. No longer yellow hallways and deformed creatures. Now it is laboratories, questions, protocols, scientists, and locked doors. Async represents modern arrogance in the face of mystery.
And again, what I liked about this kid is that he didn't just recreate his work. He tied it into it. So the time frame is I forgot what month, but it's 1990. Async comes from 1988. We don't know when the company was formed, but this is when the company was doing what they needed to do. They opened up the portal, right? KV 31, I think I can't remember the name of it, but they opened up the portal. So the company Async has this situation go on. 89, 90. So within like 2 years, out of nowhere, things start happening. They need to cover up some things. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
If something exists, it must be measured. If it can be measured, it must be contained. If it can be contained, it must be exploited. The problem is that the backrooms do not seem like a phenomenon made to be possessed. Async believes it is studying an anomaly, but perhaps the anomaly is also studying Async.
I believe so too.
Why is the backroom's entrance in Clark's store? Are there other entrances? The
Are those
entrances in Clark's
the no
store because
zones?
that store is already symbolically an antechamber to the backrooms.
That's what I thought.
A furniture store is a strange place if you think about it. It is filled with rooms that look like homes but are not. It has sofas, tables, beds, lamps, and dining sets. Everything imitates domestic intimacy, but without real life. No one actually sleeps in those beds, or actually dines at those tables, much less inhabits those spaces. They are home stagings. The backrooms also look like human spaces without humanity. They imitate offices, stores, living rooms, and hallways, but contain no coherent life. They copy the form of the human world, but not its function. That is why the door does not appear just anywhere. It appears in a furniture store because Clark's store is already an artificial copy of life. And the back rooms are the infinite, defective copy of that artificiality.
I don't know about that, big dog. I agree. I agree with everything the man was saying, except for that. I don't think necessarily it's only a furniture store. I don't think so. I think you need. I think. Yeah, I don't think it's. Furniture store makes sense, but I don't. Not the way he's saying it. At least for me.
The location also reveals something about Clark. He wanted to be an architect.
Right.
Who designed spaces
Right.
with intention, proportion,
Right.
and meaning.
Right.
But he ended up confined to a cheap commercial space.
Right. One spot. One big fucking spot. Homage right there. Oh yeah, you guys can't see what I'm pointing at. That's crazy.
Surrounded by simulations of homes. Then he finds an impossible and infinite architecture. It is as if the universe were offering him a monstrous version of his frustrated desire. Clark could not build the world he wanted, so he becomes obsessed with a world that nobody built. Are there other entrances? The film suggests there are. Async knows too much for Clark's case to be the first.
Correct.
It is also
Correct.
mentioned that the
Correct.
organization has been studying the phenomenon for some time.
Since
And
'88.
that other entry points or faults exist.
Right.
This changes everything. If the store were the only entrance, the story would be a local curiosity. But if there are multiple entrances, then the back rooms are a disease of reality.
Yeah, it can happen to anybody. Anybody, anything. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, obviously. You know what I mean? We could no clip my whole joint to the back rooms.
A fault that can open anywhere. That makes the terror much greater. The question is no longer what is beneath Clark's store. The question becomes how many walls in the world are actually walls? Are the back rooms a purgatory,
No.
an anomaly, or a simulation?
None of them.
The film allows for several symbolic readings, but one thing is worth making clear.
None of
The
them.
back rooms are not simply a hallucination.
Nope.
According to Kane Parsons, the back rooms are not a hell or a purgatory.
Correct.
They do not operate by moral logic.
Nope.
No one ends up there because they deserve it, or
Right.
falls there because their soul has a debt.
Right.
Nor is it a digital simulation in a literal sense.
Correct.
The video game reference comes from the idea of being trapped outside the map, but that does not mean the place is virtual. The best definition is that the back rooms are a physical anomaly, a fracture in reality, a tangible, real, impersonal space that exists beyond everyday logic. But what is interesting is that although they are physical, they behave like damaged memory. They copy rooms, objects, sounds, people, and memories, but reconstruct them defectively. That is why it is not enough to say it is
Well, that's because due time things deteriorate, change slightly change. I mean, we're not 100% symmetrical. You get what I'm saying? We have a very slight change to us all the way around. Makes sense of how reality would be. Again, parallel universe, you change one minute thing in one spot, it ripple effects to the next. I believe that's how the backrooms works, because it takes a copy, but it's not the original copy, so it's not the full. You see what I'm saying? And then if it repeats, and then it gives it its repeating, you ain't got the original no more. And none of it looks the same. It winds up becoming distorted, winds up losing certain outline things you can't form. I mean, it makes sense.
another dimension. It is a dimension that seems to feed on fragments of the human world. All of this could be defined as a kind of corrupted archive of reality. Not necessarily a conscious archive, but something that records poorly, as if everything that exists left an impression, a trace, a residue, and the back rooms were the place where those erroneous traces become mixed. Moreover, these must be contaminable spaces. They are not born from Clark's or Mary's mind, but they can be altered by what Clark and Mary carry within them. That is why the place is so frightening. It has no morality. but it can reflect trauma and insecurity. What are the still lifes? The still lifes are failed human copies. They look like people, but they are not complete. They have human form, but something in them is empty, incorrect, or poorly assembled. They are like memories of people made by something that never understood what a person is. The name still life is very important. In art, a still life is a naturemort, a composition of motionless objects. The still lifes are motionless lives.
Motionless
People
lives.
reduced to composition.
To nothing.
Within the film, Clark explains that the backrooms remember things from the real world, but do not remember them well. That idea helps us understand the still lifes. They are not classic zombies or possessed humans. They are reproduction errors, as if the place had seen a face, a body, a posture, or an emotion, but could not reconstruct the interior.
All the way.
There lies an interesting idea about this world. The still lifes reveal the limit of the backrooms. The place
think
can
so?
copy what is visible, but it cannot copy the soul, the consciousness, or the experience. They do not frighten us because they are completely different from us. They frighten us because they are too close, an imitation without understanding. Who is Pirate Clark and why does he kill Clark? Pirate Clark is the central creature of the finale. He is a physical entity of the backrooms, not a still life. A deformed version of the pirate character
Of the pirate character Clark used. Yeah, correct.
Symbolically, he is the worst version of Clark made flesh.
Right.
Not the architect or the husband.
No.
He is his
He's
humiliated
the fucking
the character that turns his business into a joke.
Yeah.
What is interesting is that although morality does not exist within this space, the backrooms still do not give Clark the version of himself he wants.
No,
They
it doesn't. It
return
doesn't.
to him the version that most shames him, but turned into a monster. Arriving at the final scene, following an intense argument between Clark and Mary, Clark believes he has made peace with his life. That is when Pirate Clark appears.
Right.
As already explained, what Clark calls peace is actually surrender, because he's embracing a fantasy that allows him not to change. According to Kane Parsons, that scene is the engine of the film. And it makes sense. Clark's entire arc leads to that gesture.
Right.
A man who wants to be validated embraces the monstrous version of his self-deception. The result is that version devours him. Pirate Clark kills Clark because Clark surrenders to him.
Makes
Not
sense.
because the creature is the universe's punishment, but because the monster represents a logic the protagonist has already accepted. Clark decided to live in a lie. And it ultimately consumes
and
him.
it consumed him. Yep,
The scene
that makes sense.
dismantles the
100%.
fantasy of toxic self-acceptance. Things are not fixed by accepting oneself as a form of self-justification.
Correct.
Clark embraces his destructive side, thinking it means freedom. But what he actually does is accept being a monster without reservation. In other words, destruction only knows more destruction. Pirate Clark does what he does to
interesting.
Clark because Clark has already accepted a life where he only accepts destruction. And therefore, the only ending for the protagonist is a destructive one. Why does Mary...
Well, I guess. I mean, when you take it metaphorically, we're talking the physical aspect. I believe the bad Clark or whatever the entity of the back rooms, because it's being as Mary gets interrogated, she sees Pirate Clark laying on a bed, or on a gurney somewhere.
managed to
And
survive.
they said that it was has human skeleton, has brain, so it was human. It just, they don't know what the fuck happened to it.
Mary survives because, unlike Clark, she does not confuse trauma with total identity. When Clark ties her to the chair, he tries to force her to participate in his theater. He wants her to repeat the therapeutic conversation, to validate him, to take on the role he needs. Even when he forces her to resemble his ex-wife, he is trying to reduce her to a figure within his personal drama. Clark does not see Mary as a person. He sees her as an instrument of absolution. But Mary refuses. She tells him the truth. She does not enter his game. That refusal breaks the fantasy. During the chase, Mary uses the cement fragment from her childhood to defend herself. That detail is the symbolic center of her survival. The same memory that could paralyze her becomes a weapon. The trauma does not
Intriguing.
disappear,
I didn't
but
even
its
think of that.
function
That
changes.
makes sense.
It
Good
is no
metaphorically.
longer only a
Metaphorically, that
prison.
makes sense.
It can also be
Because that was really her own trauma she kept, which I would assume, just like what I think what he said earlier was why she became a therapist. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she had some trauma situations when she was younger, so she wanted to change things in the future. She became a therapist to help others.
tool. Mary survives because she does not try to erase her past or live inside it.
Correct.
Clark does the opposite.
Yeah.
Clark wants to remain
He gets
in a
engulfed in
space
it.
that
He gets
allows him
engulfed
to
in it.
freeze
He
his
said
pain
he gave up.
and turn it into a world. Mary, on the other hand, keeps moving, even wounded, even terrified.
Hell
She
yeah.
does not settle
Never
into
give
wound.
up.
That is why she escapes from Pirate Clark. Not because she has definitively defeated the backrooms, but because she did not allow herself to be absorbed by the same logic that destroyed Clark. Is the Mary being interrogated by Async the real Mary or a copy?
I think it's the real
This
Mary.
is one of the great
That's-
questions of the
that
evening,
is- that
and
is-
the
that is
film does
perfect.
not answer it definitively.
Perfect ending.
Several theories are possible. The first is that the Mary being interrogated is the real one, and that she was able to leave the backrooms, whether rescued or abducted by Async. What comes next is unknown. The copy of Mary.
Now to touch on that real quick, just in case, listen, we don't know if Async is out of the backrooms at all. Okay, because again, you have to know the original material to understand what's happening with this situation, and like more in depthly than just to get, so you're not completely lost or feeling like whatnot. Now, if you do, and then you go find out the information, even better. But Async moved into the fucking backrooms. The whole company did, and the way dude's talking, what's his name when he's interrogating Mary, he doesn't even know what's going on. He's doing his job. He already know. I'm assuming he already knows in a certain way. That's why it has like a certain fear to it. Like, I can't help you. I have to do my job, or else I'm fucking done. You know what I'm saying? Because they've already moved. Like I said, they've already been a couple years in there. They've already moved in. They've already done. They blocked off a certain area because certain shit was happening. You know what I mean? Like, the company clearly didn't give a fuck about what was happening. They just cared about making money, doing their situation. So, Mary, this copy right here, of course, the backrooms does its thing. The backrooms keeps. As soon as you enter the backrooms, you're a memory log of what's going on, no matter what, instantly. So Mary's a memory log already. When she got caught by Async and they're giving the question, we don't know if she's out of the backrooms. We don't know if that's in a different location or not, because from original material, Async is in the backrooms. They put their company in the fucking backrooms, which is even crazier.
We see at the end is only a remnant of that situation because she was partially absorbed like a still life. The second theory is that the Mary being interrogated could be a copy. Perhaps the real Mary never got out. Perhaps the entity Async is interrogating believes itself to be Mary, has her memories, or part of them, but is not the original. This theory fits the logic of the place. If the backrooms can copy people, how do we know that a copy knows it is a copy? Perhaps Async knows.
Well, that's what leads me to back to Clark. Clark in light purple shirt, original. As soon as it changed to another shirt, another color, which is, you know what I mean? Because it's not like he changed a bunch of clothes and whatnot. There was only three specific outfits this dude had. The pirate suit, a light purple shirt, and then the dark purple shirt. And he already stated he was wearing light purple shirt, and he already stated that, oh, you don't believe me? I'm gonna figure it out. Curiosity was there. When he got his employees, I don't think that was original Clark. I think original Clark was already done. Hence to why we have Pirate Clark. Original Clark turns into Pirate Clark. That's what I believe. The mimic is dark maroon shirt, whatever the fuck color it is, and he brought his employees in there. He's bringing, he was engulfed in his own hell, what you'd say. That's why he left a message to Mary on the phone. Mary was like, yo, what's going on? You know, I haven't seen dude in a minute. Let's check it out. So if I go with that theory, this is a copy, what they call the still life. Mary, within the chase, if there was a quick second where there was a form where we missed her original self making a decision and then her mimic making a decision that caused a whole a split up, and Async only caught theory, the mimic, it seems like too much. It seems like that's a little too much to try to theorize in a form. We're seeing the copy right now. We already know. As soon as you get in the back rooms, it's over. Everything that you have, it already knows.
Knows how to communicate with the still lifes. That would explain that ending. The third theory is the most far-fetched, but not impossible. Perhaps Mary is the one interrogating the copy of Mary. Phil is the one speaking, but behind the glass stands Mary. She managed to physically escape the backrooms, but the place had already registered her. That is why we see a deformed version of Mary inside the labyrinth. Mary is alive, but she has already left part of herself behind. The final copy of Mary tells us that the backrooms remembers her. And in this film, being remembered by that place is a form of condemnation. What do the seagulls and the cardboard man mean? The seagulls and the cardboard man are two strange elements because they do not seem to follow the logic of the space, but they help us understand how both the backrooms and Async operate. A seagull belongs to the outside, the sky, the sea, the open air, movement. Its presence, or its sound, inside the backrooms creates a contradiction. It is a symbol of freedom, trapped in a place without freedom. A fragment of the open world absorbed by an enclosed space. The seagulls function as proof that the backrooms do not only copy solid objects, they also copy atmospheres, sounds, associations, and sensory memories. It should be remembered that the store is in Santa Monica, a coastal place. The space can place an outdoor sound inside a windowless hallway. It can mix sea with old carpet, childhood with laboratory, store with monster, home with prison. The seagulls can also be read as irony. In another film, the sound of birds might suggest an exit, a coast, air, the outside world. Here, even that sound becomes trapped. The backrooms can take a symbol of freedom and turn it into an echo. The cardboard man has a different function. It is connected to Async and its experiments. A cardboard cutout is a false human figure, a lifeless presence, a flat imitation. Inside a film obsessed with defective copies of people, that cannot be coincidental. Async uses or places that cardboard figure as part of its tests, possibly to provoke responses, attract entities, or measure behavior.
Try to
but
catch.
Symbolically, the cardboard duplicates the theme of the still lifes. It is another false humanity, another representation of a person that is not a person. Will there be more backrooms filmed? Nothing has been confirmed, but narratively, the door is open. And according to Kane Parsons, his intention has always been for backrooms to continue beyond a single film. The story can grow in several ways. A direct sequel could follow Mary after the interrogation. Will Async let her go? Will they force her to return? What happens if her copy inside the backroom starts to change? What happens if Mary develops a connection with the place because she has already been duplicated? Another possibility is to follow Phil and Async, scientists trying to map the impossible. Corporations can...
Yeah, I mean, I mean, the dude's smart. The dude's smart. Whatever he goes through, I think it's gonna be all right. I hope he hit it on the mark with the first, with this out the park. I get it. I love how we have conversation, which is good. With the material he's got and the way that I would like to see it to go in a way, the backrooms doesn't need to be explained any other further. To be honest, I think the second joint should be Async. I think we should be fucking around and see where ASIC is going, what the company done, They brought out the scariness. They brought out the fucking backrooms. We saw through the eyes of regular people in a way. Now, go to the juicy material that really matters. Is now we got to look through the eyes of certain of async and see what's going on there, because we know we know the company as a whole itself, from what I gather, I've watched and what I've learned is it's like any other typical kind of greedy company. They would they want their money. They want to figure out how to keep getting money. They found a space that it's they don't understand, but that's irrelevant to them, because they can only think of that, well, it's unlimited space, we can use it, nobody would know, we could charge, our money goes up, nobody will ever know, and we got this. Oh wow, it's so big that we don't even need to make a company, so people can't even see us as a building, we could just move into it. You know what I'm saying? Like they really went all the way into this space. And the space itself is just its own entity, its own monster thing, its own like thing in retrospects, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you not only got the liminal space, the back rooms itself. You know what I'm saying? Now you got async, a company. So without these two things, I don't know if it would have if this phenomenon or whatever, this out of nowhere would have happened. You know what I'm saying? Because again, with the lore or story you want to go, async created a portal that opened KV31, KV21, something like that, in 88, which leads to the back rooms, what we call the back rooms.
Ceiling accidents, expeditions that never return, doors opening in increasingly strange places. It could also work as an anthology. Each film could follow a different person entering through a different access point. That would allow exploration of how the backrooms distort different kinds of trauma. The key would be to maintain the tension between mystery and explanation. Backrooms can expand, but it should not become a franchise where everything comes with a manual. Its strength lies in the fact that we understand enough to theorize, but not enough to feel comfortable. If there are more films, they should answer some questions and open others that are worse. The ending of Backrooms is not designed to close the mystery, but to reveal its true scale. Clark dies, but his death does not resolve the problem. On the contrary, it reveals how the place works. The backrooms do not only contain rooms, they contain echoes, copies, remnants, fragments of poorly reconstructed memory. Mary survives, but her survival is tainted. She escapes the monster, but falls into the hands of Async. And while she is being interrogated, another Mary appears inside the labyrinth. That final image is more terrifying than an explicit death, because it calls identity into question. What does it mean to leave if a version of you stays behind? What does it mean to survive if the place has already learned to remember you? The backrooms are not a dream, not a hell, and not simply a metaphor. They are a real anomaly that functions like a broken memory. They absorb the human world and return it incomplete. That is why the sentence that could summarize the film might be this: you can leave the backrooms, but the backrooms may never leave you.
Right.
Because once that place registers you,
it's
even
over.
Imperfectly,
it's over.
Something of yours is lost in its hallways forever.
Right. Right. I agree with that.
Thank you so much for sticking around until this part of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. What did you think of the ending? Do you have any interpretations you'd like to share? Don't hesitate to leave them in the comments.
Oh, you want Suno? Yeah, I'm on Suno too. It's like a battle. And it's like
that being a anonymous 4chan post from 2019, where someone posted an image of a sort of dingy yellow wallpapered Murky carpet, drop ceiling, fluorescent lights. We know now, people found out it was the back of a furniture store being renovated, but it looks like any generic kind of just unpleasant office space.
Right.
It's totally unfurnished, and so that photo plus the caption of sort of setting up the idea of like, if you no clip, which is the video game term for like falling out of reality,
if you're not careful and you no clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights, and maximum humbuzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure as hell has heard you. 600 million square miles. It's fucking unlimited. You might as well say unlimited.
If you fall out of reality from no fault of your own, you may, in the wrong areas, whatever that means, you may end up in the back rooms. And it sets it up as basically just being this infinite expanse of that environment I just described. So it's kind of like a very benign version of like a sort of purgatory or hell myth, but without any kind of damnation aspect. It's inherently a force of nature that you can't negotiate with, and it doesn't pull you in because you did something wrong. It does it because reality broke. I think it has a horror aspect to it inherently, but it wasn't really utilized in many ways until I had sort of the desire, because of these liminal space photo compilations that have been going on for a while. I've been using Blender for a few years, the 3D program. What would it be like to actually move the camera around in that space and actually investigate it a little bit more? And it wasn't designed, I didn't even know if it was going to be a short film at first. It was kind of just almost like the very first shot was an isolated VFX test. But it was very much coming from a place of just like scratching the itch of why the fuck does this picture make my brain feel so strange? Why does it feel like a place that I've been in before? Why does it feel, why does everyone say it feels like a place they've been in before? And some of those things we can clearly talk about, and obviously it's a very generic environment, like I said, so that's a big part of why it feels like everyone's been there before.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys.
Nobody cares.
I created this
Keep
series online for a few years, and I went down a very kind of hard sci-fi route with it, where what if this MRI Research Institute accidentally got access to this thing?
So they're MRI research. So they deal with scans. They found an unlimited space. They didn't know what to. Damn.
And they can't, that's it. That's the only supernatural variable. It's like, this place exists. They don't know anything about it. They know zero. And okay, go. What's going to happen next? What are the ramifications of this logistically and economically? I very cautiously sort of developed this project over a number of years, and until we have now this more human-first sort of character-driven, intimate version of that world.
Okay. Okay.
Follow my lead. One of the signature aspects of Backrooms visual language is this idea of no clipping, and it is something that it really attacks our mind in terms of being something that should not be, which is such a weapon of liminal horror, I think. Were there any other video game design elements that you kind of went out of your way to include in this, and how do you go about attaching feeling and narrative meaning to those sorts of things?
I actually... So in the original short film I did, I played into the video game idea a tiny bit more than I have wanted to since. I wouldn't recognize that first video as like holy canon in every single way to the rest of the body of work. It's a little bit like a pilot. There's like one moment that I did is like, I found it to be a humorous goof, but people ended up taking it very literally, where like the life form in that video like is T-posing and just sliding on the floor and clips through a wall. I kind of knew immediately as well that like after I released it, it's like I wanted to take a much more hard sci-fi approach to that world and not use language like this took place in 1990, and even if it took place today, I don't think most people would be using the language no clip if they saw a chair suddenly fall through the ground. I think they would say phase or slip.
Or they'd be screaming in terror because this is
there's not a link
possible.
That's what I mean. It's sort of like pulling away from any sort of like overly convenient rule book for language or anything like that, and focusing more on if everything about reality was identical to the timeline that we live in, and everything is exactly the same, and the one variable is the backrooms exist in they are accessed at this one point in time somehow. And just letting everything else kind of feel like a
crazy.
natural reaction.
Crazy.
And letting, you know, people have to create their own vocabulary for it themselves and their own way of framing it and trying to reckon with what on earth this thing is that makes no sense. And so there's a lot of questions, I think, that would come up before they just look at a thing and go, oh, that's no clipping. That's a liminal space down there. That's the vacuums.
Right.
Like they wouldn't, that's level 100. Like there's a bunch of interpretations of the backrooms, but I feel like mine doesn't play into the game aspect too much. I try to go more like a force of nature.
It's good. Makes sense.
You had some horror heavies helping you get this thing to the finish line. James Wan, Oz Perkins, both producers here. Can you maybe speak a little bit to some of the contributions that they made and some of what you learned from them?
Yeah, I mean, like when I went up to, because we did all of this in Vancouver, like really the thing that marked the beginning of like actually working on this film was when I met with Chris Ferguson, the producer up there. And
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! Welcome, welcome.
Quickly, we're going into prep on this project, and that's when I like met Oz properly, and he, you know, had gone and looked at everything I put on my YouTube channel.
So not only did he went and talk to some horror directors, because I said he went and talked to James Wan, he went and talked to some heavy hitters. He already had the vision. The kid already laid out the work. Cause I feel I need to give an explanation and talk about, because this is really, really good. Not good like, oh, it's scary. Not good like we need to be afraid of things. Yo, I've been in the back rooms, dog. I've told people this. I've been in the back rooms. Like, I really understand the backroom aspect, not the whole lore with the entities and the just the backroom lore, bro. Like, listen, I give a little explanation. You ever went on a vacation, or you're chilling and you got a hotel, and then you get off the wrong floor in the elevator, and you don't know where your door is. You're looking around, all of a sudden there's no sound, there's no nothing. That's the back rooms. You ever went to the hospital, you know what I mean, for whatever the situation was, then you just took the wrong corner, and all of a sudden, everything's kind of quiet, you look, that's the back rooms. It's that psychologicalness that really whatnot. And some people, it's crazy, like, because this was before the no clip era. Like, I was like, yo, this is nuts. So that psychologicalness is crazy. So I like explaining it. That's the reason why I'm into the back. It's something crazy, you know what I'm saying? And for the fact that I heard a whole bunch of hate, and you motherfuckers all like the back rooms, but none of you motherfuckers know about the real back rooms. But anyway, brother, hey, how you doing? Stay up, stay blessed. Hope you out there doing what you do, make it back to the battle stations. Thank you for tuning in. Let's go, TikTok fam.
Including all the stuff I wouldn't want him to see and whatnot. And we had a conversation about it, and it was like he had been in my brain for like 10 years, and he absolutely got what you know, I was trying to speak to there. Even stuff that like a lot of my audience hasn't quite you know, decided to talk about.
That's crazy. That's cool. So not only was he talking to a very creative, you know, legend, the dude understood him, understood his point of view, where he was going, which is good, phenomenal.
About yet, I suppose. So it was exciting to just like find someone to talk about these things with. He's a great friend at this point, and I feel like throughout the process he's just been a really strong ally with shielding off some of the noise or the pressures to sort of conform this project, which comes from kind of a weird place. And you know, there's been nerves around like what's going to work and what's not, and he's very much like held the door open to making sure that this is going to be a truthful migration of what was working online to the big screen. So
the fact that they built the set, I enjoy that. Instead of being CGI and using special effects, they built like, I think was a 30,000 square feet. Like, that's a big set. They literally tried to build the back rooms itself, which I think is real good. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking crazy.
I very much think
You still haven't told us what we're doing here, man. I did tell you.
Yeah, right there. Right there.
Your first time working with actors of the caliber of somebody like Chiwetel Ejiofor or Renata Ransova. What did you learn about the process of directing actors through these two, and what did they unlock about their own characters that maybe even surprised you?
I think that like I've worked with actors under the context of them being my friends, but it's not even like, it's a very different landscape. And it's a very different situation. What I
Yo, this kid. Yo, I like this kid. I work with actors, yo, my friends. Now, working with a real actor, somebody that's willing to transform and give you the emotion that you're looking for or the vision that you're doing.
was that before we started, I was overthinking like every detail and like, you know, really just trying to make sure that I had a good grip on what actually directing entailed. I think what I found though is like we had 2 months of prep. I got to know Chiwetel and Renata and everyone else like pretty well before we go into this, and so like the anxieties went away pretty quickly when it was just like, oh, these are people and we get along and we talk about the same things and we understand what we're making and we can just talk normally. It doesn't have to be some weird sort of alien thing that I guess I had hyped up in my head. But it became a pretty smooth process of just, like, we uncovered a lot of things about the characters, and I would say this, you know, of all the films, all the ways films can go, I would say that this one definitely had a pretty, like, fluid script that evolved as we went quite a bit, and in a very positive way it went towards, I think, what we always kind of set up as a North Star. You know, we unlocked, like, a good deal of, I think, clarity in how we wanted to portray the over-reliance on like a faulty system that Renata's character Mary has, and like the audiobook and tape stuff kind of came later on in the process.
Really? Okay.
Some of that. We knew
that
we
makes
wanted
sense.
It, but we didn't quite get it initially, so we found a way to, you know, do it a little sharper. You know, with Clark, I think generally the more we talked about him, the more we had a hard time doing anything other than like kind of just being sympathetic for the guy, and you know, like for all the flaws that you can so easily point out, I think there's, you know, hypothetical versions where he was a lot less sympathetic and a lot less humorous and whatnot, and I think we found a version that is very he's endearing when we meet him, and he's, you know, like, I think even in the marketing we put out so far, just seeing a man in kind of an empty furniture store doing this commercial is already kind of telling a story, and I think obviously the film takes that little bit that has already piqued a lot of people's interest online and builds it into something that I think is a
yeah. See, the no credit needed. So it was going a lot in there. There was a lot. He was living in there. Yeah.
Pretty complete and compelling arc, honestly.
And the only thing you'll be wanting is more.
Yo, what's up, bro?
The fact that this dude didn't give a fuck, and he was willing to go into some a weird space that you have no idea or whatnot, and just think, all right, that's crazy.
That Clark has a background as an architect, Mary is a psychiatrist. I found that such an interesting way to get into both the physical and the mental aspects of the backrooms. Was that part of your design at all?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's actually a little obvious, if anything. It's like, given that like those are the two biggest things that come together when you talk about backrooms, but I think that Clark wanted to be an architect, and in a lot of ways I'm sure he's got the formal training, but clearly he is not, and you can see some of the stuff he's been working on, and you maybe can understand why things didn't work out fully in some ways, but nevertheless he's holding on to this idea that it is still a very real thing that was kind of taken from him and is still on the table in some way. I think that part, especially with the architecture, is essential to sort of seeing the initial side.
I think he just has an obsession, because I mean, I can get it, you're an architect, but he didn't fucking build anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see him build anything or nothing. I seen him just pretty much in his sorrows or whatnot.
Of why he might be sort of enamored by this place and what it might be sort of activating for him, this sort of long dormant part of himself. And then for Mary, obviously, it's essential to have that other side of the equation where she's, you know, sort of gets to see the result of, like, you know, for all the work she does with individuals, the sort of cumulative effect of these systematic features of society, which are maybe wearing people down in ways that she wasn't even aware of initially, and are sort of more all-encompassing than she even knows how to do anything about. It's kind of paralyzing.
Hello?
you have built up this really interesting mythology coming into this movie that your fans are so knowledgeable on and looking forward to seeing put on the big screen. How did you go about balancing elements like async with the knowledge that a lot of people coming into this movie may have no idea what that is?
Growing up around so many ARGs and web series and indie-driven projects, I feel like I've spent like a good portion of my childhood and life just kind of seeing like this pattern of like a project not too dissimilar from mine getting some sort of traction, getting big, and then the theorist community, if you want to call it that, that arose in like the 2010s kind of really jumps on it, gives it a lot of attention, a lot of presence, a lot of younger people are very into it, but then like the word lore starts to come up and it starts to sort of eat this thing. I think you either have the choice to either double down into feeding into that group in a very like direct way where it becomes, you know, something of like, I'm using the word lore bloat a lot. I swear I'm not trying to PR engineer this phrase. I just happen to say it a bunch in the past few days. But like, it really does run the risk of just totally defeating the ability of this project to actually resonate with anyone who's not now already in that in-group. And it becomes kind of inaccessible if it goes too far into that world.
So pretty much what he's saying, y'all, stop listening to the fucking internet. He doesn't care if you all think there's fucking 395,000 levels. He don't give a fuck if he thinks that y'all got different pool rooms and da-da-da-da. None of that shit matters. That shit that you all thought up, you all went crazy, made your own shit, da-da-da-da-da. That's not the da-da-da-da, you know what I mean? The dude has his own vision. Obviously, he knows the direction he's going 100%, and he's going to put it that way. And if you all only enjoy what you think you're digesting because of the internet, then you're not really ingesting what he's trying to give directly to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when you read a book and you like the story, you're not going to say that well, that's not the right story, man. This is the story. Somebody else rewrote it and made it their own way and da-da-da. So you're going to go with that's the story? No. You know what I'm saying? So, got to stick with the kid. You know what I'm saying? The kid had a vision. He had a certain way of da-da-da-da-da. He tried to get it out for people to visualize and see. He got it to his best that he could. Now he had it on the big screen. And he got to polish it and do it what he would have done when he was 14, 15 if he could have done it. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? You know, excellent.
Well, I could name a lot of properties that have done that. I think the alternative, which I think is the position I've wanted to take, is going back to that point of simplicity with why the backrooms concept worked in the first place. Identify what about that can fuel the engine of this film, but then, let the elements of the series that I've established thus far be still, structural background features of the world they're in. Like, I think it facilitates setting, but not direct plot, I would say, if that makes sense. Let the simplicity fuel the plot, and then the background is the background.
Well, you've also spoken in the past about the fact that you do have a pretty clear idea of where you want back.
Intriguing, because that kind of makes me go, all right, maybe he's I thought async would have been a very important kind of vision that he's going with, but from what it seems, it's what he said. He's like, it's more setting than it is lore or background. I was like,
rooms as a story to go. You have a fairly cohesive idea of that, maybe even wrapping it up in a series. When you think about continuing the backroom story, is that something that you can see letting other people into helping tell that story? Or right now, do you feel like you'd really want to be at the helm for the whole thing?
It's my favorite project in my life. And for me, making stuff is a pretty deliberate personal affair. So I feel like I love collaborating with people, but in terms of actually, but also I should recognize that if you're going into a series, yes, you have to start talking about collaborating and whatnot. So versions of this, yes, I'm all for. But if the question is this something that I want to be as a part of as possible for the entirety of its existence, the answer is definitely yes.
Yeah, he ain't gonna let his baby out. He ain't gonna let his baby go. Yeah, I mean, this is his dream. This is his whole setup. You know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be more to come. I really don't want to see no TV series and all that shit. That shit gonna kill. I think it's gonna kill the stigmatic of it. You know what I'm saying? The eeriness of it. You don't want it. You know, who cares about a TV show? You know what I'm saying? Where a bunch of people are gonna get in the back rooms and da-da-da. You know what I mean? Maybe TV show might press upon async, you know what I'm saying, the scientist, the company. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? But you want to keep it less, but out in everybody's face. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he said he will be part of this for, you know, pretty much forever, lets me know that he's gonna create his own things, just like he did the web series, and he'll drop them. Except that now he has the ability to do it in movies instead of just fucking around and whatnot. Which, excellent. Let's go, boy. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. Please don't sell out. And don't change. Keep that weird brain going, because it's intriguing and it's interesting. I'm telling you. The Backrooms is crazy. Crazy concept. Trying to wake and bake, Sean. Wake up. Wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Get your day going. Get your shit going. You know what I mean? We just get out the back rooms, because that's what we did. All right, slow it down. We don't need all that. Bocha! Dale, papi! What you doing? Hey! Nah, wake and bake. I want to wake up. What are you doing, my friend? Out of fun. Let's go. Let's go. Dale. Hey. Smoke. Stay blessed out there, Bobby. Oh! What? Hey! Yo! Hey, you ain't gotta do Joe! Hey, make it, Bobby, make it, everybody! Hey! Drop the bomb on that ass, boy! Hey! Let's go! Hey! Hey, we got smoke on now. This my man came through. Oh shit, my man came through. Yeah. We smoking, baby. Hey. Thank you. Gracias, papi, gracias. Let's go, papo. Let's go, papo. We got our smoke. I'm going pro. Okay, let's go. We smoke it. I'm telling y'all, yo, everybody go check out, go follow Bocha for real. Funny motherfucker, go check him out. You don't understand. Heavy hitter, true smoke. Smoke break. We're about to go chill and sit back out. Here come Bocha, come through and call shit up. He's like, hey. I gotta get me my coffee like I was gonna do. Hey, thank you, my friend. Always, Poppy, thank you. I'm gonna get me a coffee. We got a little bit of tunes going on right now. Well, I appreciate it, Poppy, I appreciate it. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias. Good day. He's like, good day. Yeah, that's my dude. Let's go. I gotta get me a coffee. Real quick. Then we gotta pack the bong again. Buenos dias. See. Yeah, coffee. Yeah, it's coffee time. Yeah, dale. Huh? Do I know what? Do you know what mate is? Mate? Like friend. You my mate? You my friend? You my boy? You my dude? You my dog? You're my guy. You're the one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, you guys!
Let me grab my coffee real quick. Listen.
Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday,
Let's
you
go.
said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it! Some people dream of success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up.
Until I took a trip to the other side of town.
Grabbing my coffee. Hold up. Getting that wake and bacon, that morning breakfast with that coffee, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stay blessed, stay stressed out there. You know, it's free. You know what I mean? They stay that stress free. You know what I mean? And oh, this breakfast is good. I'm having some breakfast right now. What's up, Felix? You all right, boy? Actually, stop being an asshole. Let's see what's going on here real quick. Oh, shit. Hold up.
Quieren ser caperucita pa' vivir del cuento, pero necesitan argumentos. Por eso, solo son los zorros de momento. El hueso están mirándolo todos atentos. Ey, ¿qué pasaría si cortaran las cadenas que te atan? ¿Sabrías qué hacer? ¿Qué mano lamer? Postdata, la delgada línea que separa al genio del loco. Yo tampoco sé muy bien dónde está, por eso me choco. Lo importante es no darle mucha importancia a las cosas. Me repito por quinta vez mientras friego la losa. Cuando la tortilla queda sosa, échale más sal. Cuando queda salada, te la como vuelta a empezar. Ojalá que suba primera este año el tete, pero déjense de tirar petardos, no sean soquetes. Que a los perros les duelen las orejas con los cohetes, y a los zorros se les cambia la mente con los billetes.
What's that?
Papá, mi hermano, guacho. Para todos los chicos del barrio ahí. Es el mero, mero. Yeah, siempre traté de ver el fuerte de mis condiciones. Tanto escribir me acostumbré a confesarme en canciones. Pienso si Dios perdonará mis equivocaciones. Y ya logré ablandar bastantes corazones. Pero el ser humano pocas veces se siente completo. Necesita respeto, poder sentir afecto. Yo cuando miro para adentro lo interpreto. Y me doy cuenta que si aumenta mi fe tiene el secreto. Yo no le tiro a ningún músico, respeto a todos. Me da igual que hablen de mujeres, de droga o de robo. Yo vi a mi hermano sin un pe y ahora con prendas de oro. Y su emoción cuando le canto muestran lo que somos, que se hacen comerciales, que ahora ya nada valen, que las instrumentales no les suenan familiares. Barderos es un caso aparte, ya lo saben, si nunca nos ayudaron en las situaciones graves. Pero ahora todos son amigos, todos fueron testigos, todos quieren un gol en el partido. Pero no hay chance, mi equipo está
Ey.
otros objetivos. Me duermo en el avión de la gira que traigo. Despierto antes del show, transpiro de tanto que bailo. El puto mundo es un barrio, lo dijo Psycho. Y a mí en el barrio me espera un vino por cada patio.
He's a character.
Estaba justo my girlfriend de Ready.
Aunque si lo fuera podría ayudar a la gente, especialmente al que por hambre se hace delincuente. Mi madre ya está feliz y vive sonriente, por eso llego, la beso y miro de frente. Hater, Barbero no está en contra de los haters, es más, hasta les aseguro que hasta me divierte ver gente que no diferencia el agua y el aceite y no puede entender que nuestra droga es para siempre. Si hasta tengo temas guardados para cuando muera, lo van a acabar mis hermanos como si estuviera.
You got a little dab rig? You got a little dab rig? You got the little dab rig going? Ah, look at that, look at the man, 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 look at the man.
Hasta el infinito y más allá.
Oh, he hitting the dab. Look at that. He hitting the dab. He dabbing it up.
¿Dónde está Daily? Daily, your friend.
He throwing that wax up. He hitting that dab. He hitting that dab. That wax. You know what I'm saying?
Ay, ¿cómo era? To meet you.
That bladder.
To meet you. Dab. Dab. What?
Batter. Bad. Batter.
Oh. Dude.
Let's go.
Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
3.
You make? You make? It's a little dark there. I don't know about that one. That's a little dark. You need to get a little lighter.
What? No.
You make?
A big cash. A big cash.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Mira,
Okay.
check out.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Close. Yeah.
Josh. Oh, he got a press. Ah, let's what? What? Damn. Hey, he got a press. Ah, you got a press. Yes, you got a press. Yes, you got a press. Yeah.
Prensa.
Yeah. See. Yeah. You got the press. You got a press. Oh, shit. He be squeezing them nugs out, getting that wag out. Damn, look at that motherfucker. Wow. Chacho. Ay, coño. Hey. I get it, bro. Get it. Yo, I'm telling you, man. If y'all don't know Bocha, man, go follow him, man. Cool ass stoner. Yo, get him.
Punchy.
Yep, he got the press. He got the right machinery. Get it. Let's go. Good job. Good job. He got the press. That's dope.
Old school press.
Hey, I'm a smoker with the boy. Let's go. Hey, that's dope. That's a nice press. That's nice. You did get a lot from that. That's good. Let's go. We smoking with you, Bochi.
Yeah.
Even if you can't hear me, my friend. What is it? Early in the morning? What is it? Yeah, we waking baking. It's 7 o'clock. Let's go. Appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate everybody chilling. Hey. Let's go. Smash it. Do your thing, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you hit that wag. You dabbing that up. Dale, Boja. Ah. Yeah. We're good. We're good. We're all good people, man. Hope everybody going to work right now is chilling. Hey, we got some plants too. Yeah. Yeah. Tell y'all, go check them out, man. Tell you, cool dude. You'll learn some shit. Unbelievable. Don't forget to follow, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? You like it, share. You know what I'm saying? Tell all your friends. Come on. We like to game. We like to bullshit. We like to smoke, man. We like to talk to people. We like to get it in. Let's go. Let's go.
Se me ha salido el juego. It's crashed. Mi Warzone is crashed.
Me estoy curando tanto de espanto con tus locuras que ya no sé qué hacer, esta mierda no tiene cura. Yo sigo sin creer aunque hay gente que me lo jura. A veces Dios escapa cuando el diablo nos apura. Ahora esos pussy trappers saben que están en salmuera. Todos miran para abajo cuando mi familia llega. Se la dan de pistoleros, son modelos. Pasa que se pasa el tren y toda la moda se lo lleva. Y saben cómo se juega. No tienen la puta sangre. Hijos de puta, mis bandidos tienen hambre. Vení pa'l barrio, da una vuelta con los gantes. Cuando vuelva vas a ver que tu coraje se hizo grande. Mucha sangre por mi vaca, cicatrices en mi jeep. Hace tiempo se destacan mis maniobras en la street. Con la 40 y la flaca, dando vueltas en el jeep. Dando clases en el barrio de cómo saber sufrir. Pasta pa' mi rock and roll, yo lo festejo afuera. Mucho alcohol y mucha droga dentro de la heladera. Mero ha vuelto al barrio para dar escuela. Mi nombre está en la
Hey, we got it. Bang. Looks a lot better. Now we can, and if we want to, boom, we go back to the style. You know what I'm saying? We switch things on the fly real quick. Let's see if it works. Bada bing, bada boom, bada schmank, bada binky. There we go. We good.
Rap Ruman.
Oh, about to get it in. You about to get it in? About to get it in?
Itu la ladera, miru. Rap romántico, rap romántico.
Oh, you playing? You playing? You playing? Yeah. Well, there it is, though. What else we got? Oh, we got Bones up. We got Bones up. Let's see what he's doing.
Not bad. You guys see this?
Controls the ball. Cuts on to his left. And it's
Get that money.
DoorDash. Universal over them. I've turned a lot of them off.
Get that money.
Did I get a year sub?
Do we have any more? Oh, no, we
I
don't.
even know what that is. I don't know what that is. But I will get one. Yeah, I will get one. I didn't know if I had to change anything today. I was like, oh, okay, there's probably something I need to change. I said I was only just coming off of that fucking absolute death virus. Oh my god. Got up this morning. Oh, I need to sign up. Okay, cool. Yeah. Through that, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, just fly the embers. Yeah. Can I log in? Do I got to sign up? Hey, so Klaus. Oh shit, I ain't doing that right now then. Oh shit. Hell no. But yes, I will get around to it. Square. I will get around to it. Yeah. What's up, Klaus? Yeah, I can do a month. Yeah. Oh, so I've got to do the monthlies. Yeah. I can do monthlies. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I can not put down for a year right now. Holy shit. No.
Hey.
Klaus in the house.
I kind of like it, actually. I like it. Boom. That did bump it. That thing is kind of bumping real quick right now. It's actually going.
Yeah. Cool,
hey. 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 Okay.
I'll do this offline. I'll do that offline.
Hey.
I'll do that offline. I'll do that offline. Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, it's gonna pull up a lot of shit on screen right now. I'm like, should probably do that off.
Let's give it a little love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spread the love everywhere we go.
Yeah, copy and paste me the link, Adri, if you can. DM me the link, or Angel, DM me the link.
Alright, hold on, I'll get you the link. Which link do you need specifically? The voice one or the other one? What do you need?
No, the other one.
The price one?
The pricings one, so that I can get it organized.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because when I'm pulling it on my stream, it's from the doc.
I will send it to you now.
Yeah, have you seen my music channel yet, Klaus? You seen it?
Unbelievable!
Bone /DJ. Guess what, Angel? I now have an official artist channel on YouTube and on a lot of other platforms. So we're an official musician artist on the tubes. Oh, we've got like new configuration settings as well. Oh, I thought that would probably be the fucking case. Yeah. I'll have to mess with that a little bit later when I go off. Yeah, we've got loads of us on here, Klaus.
Here we go. There we go. That shit's fucking dope. Let's go. Yeah, we got. We got. Who else? Who else?
So, oh, okay.
I guess that's it.
Can I just log in? Just fucking log in on this. What does that not login mean?
Room smelling like cigars and regret. Maps on the table, every route interconnected. Milo do the exit tone, check the tech. Lean get the calm while we all broke a sweat. Rain hit the window like the clock tick louder. Every man hungry, every vision turns sour. Landlord at the door, moms need medicine. Inspiration makes saints lean to the sediment. We had scanners, fake tags, black hoodies, zip to casino downtown where the high roller sit inside, man nervous. Kept the
Well, that was that.
I'm in danger.
What was I doing? I don't even know. I don't even know what I was doing. We did this. Go back to this. Bang, bang, bang. Fuck 'em. Let's go. We smoke. Wake the fuck up. Do your thing. Beat the shit out the day. Make it back to the fam, to the battle stations to relax and conquer and reap the spoils of what you conquered. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. touch it on the left hand side. Pass the touchy on the left hand side.
FDK, let's go. What are you doing? Wake up. What we doing?
Unbelievable!
Alaska, come on. I think you're genuinely good, bro.
until I take a trip to the other side of town. Pass the dutchie on the left hand side.
I see you, Eluster. I see you, Eluster. Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. Thank you for coming to the lounge. Let's go.
you.